I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Christeena.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes.
Today we're going to be doing our December wrap-up. Let's get started. What was the first thing you read this week?
Mine I actually finished was A Game of Thrones. I started it for Tome Topple. Clearly did not finish it in time. The cutoff was the 1st. But to be fair, I finished it on the 6th. So I was very close. And it's a chunker, so... You know, I really enjoyed it. We have a review and a discussion on it, so go check it out.
Links below. Okay. I also finished my Tome Topple book, and that is A Feast for Crows. Okay. So I didn't enjoy this reading experience as much as the other books, and I'm not sure why. Okay, I do know why. I think the reason is it was really bleak, I guess you could say. Everything bad that could happen to my characters was, like, it happened. And there were no ups. Like, in the first book, you have a little hope for some people, and this time I just didn't feel like there was hope for anyone. And it was just kind of like, oh man, you know? And then, also, missing from this book was Catelyn and Dany and Tyrion, and I felt like, where are you? At first I was like, what are they doing? Ha ha ha, but they weren't in this book at all. And at the end there's like they were off doing something, and I wanted to know what it was. And okay, so at the end there was an author's note that said the book was twice as long, and what he was going to do was split it into 2 books and say to be continued, but what he did instead was remove half the characters, finish the first half of characters, their story arc, and then we're going to get everyone else in the next book in A Dance with Dragons.
He should have just split it into 2 books.
You think so? I like that there was a whole story arc. I did.
Okay.
I did. I like that there was a whole story arc in this book, and it ended really exciting, and so I'm ready to... Actually, you know what? If both books go over the timeline, I wonder if I'm going to get answers for this book. Does that make sense? Or if the next book is just going to end at the same spot, and then I'll have the same...
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know, because in the TV show, they just carry everything on, so...
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'm actually really excited to read A Dance with Dragons.
That's interesting. What is that one, the 3rd one?
4th.
4th. And then the Dance with Dragons is the 5th,
yeah,
obviously. But the 6th and the 7th are not.
Out. The 7th one I don't think is even written.
Right.
And the 6th one is like, it was supposed to be released like last year or something. Thank you. You're looking out for me this time.
Yeah. I'm making up for last time. I was a really bad friend. Okay.
Alright.
So,
yeah, I think that's
when is the 6th one supposed to come out? Have they announced it? It was supposed to this year, but they pushed it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or last year. Or this year. Maybe this year.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to kind of take my time reading the rest.
It's so annoying. Like,
yeah.
He's been writing this since I was born. The year I was born is when he started writing A Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then it was published like 5 years later.
Come on, man. Get it going. It's not that detailed.
Okay.
Okay, so my other one that I finished was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I reread them this year thanks to the help of Jessica and her books, because I don't own any except for the first.
I lost the dust jacket for this in the Great Dust Jacket Apocalypse of 2012.
Did you lose a lot of dust jackets that year? That's really sad.
Yeah, my first was a toddler.
Yeah.
And he was just like, dust jackets, you don't need these.
Yeah.
So I don't have any of my Harry Potter dust jackets. Yeah.
I saw that, but I just, like, when I was over, but I just figured, like, I don't know, he took them off or something.
Yeah, if you see a book that I have with no dust jacket, it's because of that.
Okay.
Great Dust Jacket Apocalypse of 2012.
AKA my kid.
Right.
So I finished it, and I really enjoyed rereading it for a second time, because being older now, and I haven't read it since I was like, I don't know, since the first time I read it. And I was going to say 10, but this one came out like way after I was 10 years old.
Uh-huh.
So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I also got a chance to rewatch all the movies thanks to Jessica and her movie. And I really, really enjoyed it. So
Good.
Harry Potter down.
Boom. The other Tom Topple book that I was reading was Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which we have a review and discussion video on, links below. And it was really good. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's a magical, it's 1800s England, where magic didn't exist or doesn't exist anymore, but it used to, and then it's starting to come back again, and nobody knows why or what the implications are. And the television show was absolutely amazing. Like, I love it. And have you watched any more of the television show?
No, I've only seen the first episode.
Oh, okay. And I read and watched them both together, and it was a great experience. And Jonathan Strange is one of my new favorite characters of all time.
That's awesome. I'm currently still listening to it because it's 32 hours on audio.
It is 32 hours.
I've been listening to it for like a straight month now. Off and on, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another one that I read for the very first time was The Cursed Child. Because I reread Harry Potter, I never read this one, so I got to read this one thanks to Jessica.
Oh, yay! That's my book.
And look, you have the dust jacket.
Well, that's not been out since,
Yeah. I think everybody always has mixed feelings about this one, but
Just meh? Meh?
it wasn't awful.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't really enjoy it, really.
No. Me neither. You know what, though?
I honestly feel like I could have gone without reading this and enjoyed the Harry Potter stories a lot more than... I could have just, like, not read it at all and just been content and be like, cool, Harry Potter, yep, we're good.
You know what? Me too. And I wish I hadn't bought it. And I wish I want to just, like, go see it.
I would like to go see it.
I've heard it's amazing.
I think seeing the play, because reading it and hearing like the hooded figures coming up around people and like the snake all around and stuff, like the parcel time, I think it would be a super cool experience.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Harry Potter storyline goes, really did not like it.
No. So the next book I finished was a Disney Christmas storybook collection. I don't normally talk about the books that I've read to my son. I have a 5-year-old. We read this book every night until Christmas night.
That's super cute.
We finished it on Christmas night. And
I like the pages.
It's got foiled edges and tassel. Or no, it doesn't have tassel. Anyways, whatever. And the stories were actually really, really good. Most of them. There's some that were like whatever.
Yeah.
But you get to see some characters that you wouldn't normally get to see, like, after their story has happened. I want to show you some of my favorites.
I was going to ask if it was illustrated.
There's a Wally.
Aww.
And all the humans are on Earth now, and they're having Christmas, and the robots are confused. They're like, why? What are they doing? And they're trying to figure it out, and what Christmas is and what it means. And I thought that was really sweet. There's Pinocchio after he's a real boy and he's trying to find the perfect gift for Geppetto.
Aww, that's so cute.
Isn't it? He's adorable. Rapunzel was one of my favorite stories.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
It was a really good movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Rapunzel she's like, Christmas, no. Christmas is scary. And that's because Mother Gothel always taught her that Christmas was scary. And so, not Sven. Wrong movie. What's his name?
I don't know.
Flynn. Flynn teaches her what Christmas is all about, and they fall asleep together on Christmas night, and it's just so sweet. Yeah, Tiny Tim. That's a classic. Alright, so yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you have a young child.
Or if you just super like Disney and want to read some Christmas stories about Disney.
Exactly.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I like that one.
Cool.
Okay. You go.
Another one that I read is another Harry Potter related book. It was Tales of Beedle the Bard. I had never read it, so I got to read it thanks to Jessica. And it was a really cute story. I really, really enjoyed it. And I like Dumbledore's, excerpts. Is that the right word?
His forward or...
Yeah, I like his notes in there.
Oh, no, they're not... Oh, are they his notes? I don't remember.
Yeah, about...
Oh, I had
all
forgotten
the
about
children's
that.
Stories. Yeah.
I wonder if it's got the inscription of the... Wouldn't it be cool if it had the rune?
I looked for that.
You did?
Wait, the ring?
The rune?
I did, because wasn't it at the beginning of the Deathly Hallows? I looked for it because that's what I thought too, and I didn't see it at the beginning.
No, it's not in there. We should draw it in there. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got to read it. It was really cute.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Next I finished Impulse by...
The Great Book Attack of 2016.
Okay. That just threw me off. Okay. Next I finished Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. Next I finished Impulse by Ellen Hopkins.
She finished Impulse by Ellen Hopkins.
Okay. It's actually a really quick read. Ellen Hopkins, if you don't know, writes prose in a poetry format, or in verse, you could say.
Yeah.
And I read her in high school. I read Identical and Crank, and Burned was actually my favorite. Christeena, let me borrow this one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's about 3 17-year-olds who try to commit suicide, and they don't succeed, and so they are put into this residential rehabilitation center. They become friends, and they help each other deal with their demons. It's really, it was a good story. I'm glad I read it. It's really, as far as content, there are themes of like sexual abuse and child abuse and drug use. And I liked it, and I don't know, there was something a little bit lacking for me, but I really enjoyed the story. I don't know, maybe it's because it was YA-ish a little bit.
Yeah.
I have heard, since I looked this up, I saw on Goodreads that she has some adult books out now, and I really want to get my hands on those.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I read a lot of hers in high school too.
One's about a group of moms.
Really?
That hang out, yeah, and I would like to read that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think that's all I had to say about that. That's all I have to say about that.
I have one more.
Me too.
Sweet. Is it the same one?
Yes.
So the last book I have is actually both of ours. We read it for our real life book club, which we're going to tonight. So
Ooh, that'd be fun.
it is The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton.
Finished it last night. Did you finish it last night?
I finished it last night, yeah.
Me too.
I stayed up till like 12:30 finishing
I did
it.
too.
I was
I
really tired this morning. I didn't want to get up.
Yeah.
So, this is about a girl who is 18 and her mother arranges a marriage for her. She lives in Amsterdam. This book is set in like 1687.
Yeah.
And she goes and she marries this man that her mother has arranged for her to marry. He's like in his 40s.
Mhm.
And he's a trader, and so he's never at home, and he gets her like a miniature house, which is basically like a big cabinet that's kind of like a dollhouse, and she... Go ahead.
I actually think, because they talk about the cabinet in the back of the book, and I don't think the cabinet is that exciting. I think what's more exciting is the dynamic between her and her husband and the things that unfold.
I did too. I like that, like, the way the back of this comes off as is that things happen with the cabinet and the miniatures that she gets made to put into her cabinet has like a huge storyline with this. For me, it wasn't that big of the storyline. The major part for me was basically how her life unfolds with these people, and it only takes course over like 4 months.
Yeah. It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah. I think actually it would make a better movie.
I agree, because
the events were kind of interesting, but like, I don't know if it was the writing style. It was well written.
I didn't really care for the writing style. I felt like there were some...
It was just like kind of slow, and like there was just some things that I was just like, I don't care about.
Yeah.
But I think she can write well.
Yeah.
I just think it would be like better in a movie format. I listened to this on Audible, and they had an English woman narrating it, and I thought that was kind of lazy because it's set in Amsterdam, and I think the Dutch English accent is really pretty, and just the fact that they had an English woman doing
the narration,
a Dutch woman, it just like took me out of the story a little bit, and I thought that was kind of annoying.
I just found myself having like a hard time getting into it. for like the first 150 pages.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't like book club book, I would have
DNF'd
definitely DNF'd it. And I don't DNF books. I really, really try to finish them, but I would have disliked it.
Is it better or worse than False Memory?
It's definitely better than False Memory. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, we wanted to read like a good Christmassy, heartfelt story, and
oh yeah, this was.
It's not that.
No,
it's not that.
No.
So I felt like a dunce because I chose it.
No, it's fine.
Well, I know.
I mean, at
we're
least
not
you
gonna
didn't choose the culling. I mean, Sarah chose that one.
We'll never let her live that down.
So that's what we read for December.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Let us know if you've read any of these and
what you thought of them.
Yeah.
If you're new here, welcome to our channel, and thanks for making it this far. We're kind of kooky.
Yeah.
Come be our friends. I'm Jess Game of Tomes on Twitter.
And I'm Christeena, GOT.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.